Hi everyone. Now we are going to discuss about the objectives and goals of psychotherapy. Okay, what are all the objective which lies in psychotherapy and the goal? Okay, the ultimate goal of psychotherapy. First, the objectives. As we previously seen the meaning of psychotherapy, what is psychotherapy and why psychotherapy is needed. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the objective. So psychotherapy aims towards changing maladaptive behavior pattern. As we discussed in previous video, psychotherapy's main aim is to change the behavior which is troubling the particular individual or a client. Okay, once that troubling behavior or maladaptive behavior is changed, they can overcome their problem. Okay, the thing is, the therapy makes the client to identify the problem where they are lagging. Okay, this therapy brings the insight. What is the problem? Why is the problem? And what can be the changes can apply through the therapeutical session. Okay, so through the changes which what are the changes which are made during this session is help to change the maladaptive behavior, and that helps to overcome their issues. Okay, next, the next objective is changing the environmental condition which is making or which leads to that maladaptive behavior. If, say for example, if the negative environment or the surrounding is which is not supportive, so that makes the people to do some maladaptive behavior or some misbehavior, or which leads them to which leads to the problem. So, this therapy helps to identify the problematic environment and make the client to accept the environment, or um, ask the client to eliminate that uh, environment which is not suitable for them. So once they eliminate that unwanted environment or the surrounding people, so they can overcome their maladaptive behavior. Next is like helps them to improve their interpersonal skills. Okay, so once the interpersonal skill is developed, that is the making the client to communicate more. Okay, once they have a problem, they should talk, they should discuss about this with their family member or with their friends, or with his or her well wisher, anyone else. But the people are not doing that. So this counseling session or the psychotherapy is aims to make the client to develop their interpersonal skills. Okay, so developing the skills can overcome their maladaptive behaviors. Then resolving their inner conflicts, okay, and personal distress. They many will have their inner conflict. They are many are not extroverted, many are not expressing their issues. So first, this therapy helps them to identify what are all the conflicts, what are all the inner conflicts which the person is facing, and explaining them about that conflict and making them to overcome. Then modifying their one's own world. If the person is or like capable of adjusting, and we can help them to modify their own surrounding with the help of positive thinking, with the help of positive thoughts, with the help of positive vibes. So first they should know about the self identity. Who are them? Okay, what are all the things important to them? So that will help them to modify their surrounding, modify their own environment, or their own place where they are living. So the chief objective of this is like making the client to understand what is the behavior which they should change, and gives a clear insight about the problem, and develop their personal growth through strengthening their positive side, not the negative side. Okay, a psychologist or a counselor shows the both the makes the client to identify the both positive and negative thing in in their self. First, they help them to strengthen their positive side and work on their negative side. So this psychotherapy develops the self confidence of the person, which strengthen their personality. Once they develop with their self confidence, they can strengthen their personality, and that can leads to the adjustment in the environment, and which can solve their own problem. Thank you.